So it's me, Punic Curse, playing as, surprise, surprise, the Poles. But in this matchup, I'm not looking to do a crazy pole rush or anything. I didn't want this map. I got this map, and I just was like, I think I already had it on poles. I'm just going to play as poles. I know the Civ pretty well. I'm comfortable playing with them, so I'll just go as poles. Well, my opponent here, main PY, is playing as the Goths. A Civ that used to be chosen a lot, didn't get chosen as much for a while, and is starting to make its way to the competitive scene with people picking it more often. And main PY, or we'll just call him Blue because that's a lot to say, Blue is from Mexico. And when I looked him up on the AoE2 companion app, he's sitting at, he at one time was 1451 elo. That's a lot of freaking elo. I think the highest elo I've ever been was like freaking 12. We look right now, 1267. And let's be honest, I don't really think I'm a 1267 player. I'm probably more like 11 to 1200 at best. So with all that being said, even though this is a ranked 1v1, he's much lower than he's ever been, and I'm higher than I'm probably actually am. And I say all that to say is because the beginning of this game is going to be pretty rough for me. And it's going to be interesting, though. It'll be interesting, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So we're going to speed up here a little bit. Pretty much, you have these herdable water buffaloes, and that's about it. No goats or anything, and then you have your ibex and your rhinos. So very similar to Arabia in terms of play with your berries and gold and stuff. It's just you have this unbuildable terrain surrounding your base, and then the more wood and resources are down here in the basin where it's a little bit more risky to take. And I was chasing a scout around a little bit, got a couple hit points off of him, and he's coming forward with these Goth militia. Pretty standard as Goths to want to get out some militia pretty quick and start applying some pressure. So I can't say I was extremely surprised, but he does a pretty effective job with them in denying resources to me. The villager count, he has one more villager. I think I went ahead and got Loom. No, I clicked up the feudal. I clicked up the feudal at 21 villagers, and he's still going. So yeah, I'm 11% of the way. I'm actually pushing my ibex in here, and as he scouts me out. Let's see what he can see. Yeah, he sees my lumber camp. He sees my folk work. He has 4 militia now, and his scout. And he's clicking up to feudal as well. I'm about 30% ahead, 30% more ahead of him. So he wants to try and deny. Ah, no, not my scout. Save Freddy. He wants to deny me getting wood. And unfortunately for me, he's going to do a pretty good job of it. At least at the beginning. Trying to get some hit points on these villagers. Thankfully for me, being poles, as long as I can keep the villager alive initially, they're going to heal back up. So villager count is 21 to 23, but I'm almost in feudal age. Starting to add some farms in here now as well. Check on his home base. Adding in a mining camp as well. Lots of villagers on wood. I'm in feudal age now, though. I'm just having issues trying to take wood because he's on this mining camp. And now he's in feudal as well. I actually get that last ibex, but lose my scout. He came up and doinked it. And the villager count's 23 to 23. He has 5 military, though. I'm coming over here to build a lumber camp. Unfortunately, boom, he's right there. Like, just how annoying is that? He does a really good job. I have to delete this lumber camp. Does a really good job of denying me access to my wood. I mean, his men-at-arms or militia are pretty injured, and I could probably take this fight with just villagers, especially with them being Polish villagers with Loom. But it's not something I really want to do. I'd really prefer to lure him into my TC fire if possible. He is getting the men-at-arms upgrade, so these are now men-at-arms. So if I'd wanted to fight him, I should have fought him before they got to men-at-arms as well, because now they have 6 attack. And he's doing a really good job patrolling around, just trying to pick off villagers. I think I saved this one. Yep. I think, maybe. Yep. He's doing a good job of staying away from my town center. Villager count 27 to 27. So despite the pressure I'm facing, I am staying alive, just having to constantly pull back my units. And he actually just got housed. I think I lost one. No, he lost one. Okay, he lost a man-at-arms, and I've lost my scout. And he's actually sending, he's doing the men-at-arms into archers, you know, which is a pretty normal play, men-at-arms into archers, but it's just not something I expected as much from a Goths player. Usually they'll just go straight into militia nonstop. But what he wants me to do is he wants me to create my own militia to fight his militia or men-at-arms. And then he has archers already, which is really bad for me. I'm not going to go for that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to really go into Polish men-at-arms. I did get 3 of my ibex though. Now he's trying to force me off me what's left of my barracks. I thought maybe I could just fight him, but he was paying attention, pulled back. Like I said, there's no doubt in my mind that elo-wise and skill level-wise, this player is a better player than I am. So what happens and what goes on in this game is pretty interesting to me to try and hang in there against a player that's, to me, obviously better. And, I mean, he's not having any pressure at home. Really just free to boom as much as he likes. But the villager count's still 33 to 33. So your boy, despite never being anywhere as high elo as this guy, your boy's hanging in there, man. 33 elo, 1 death to 1 death. The main thing he's got going for him is he has 10 military, and I have 1 military, which is just a spear in case that scout runs in. And I'm going to try something pretty risky. I want to get to castle. 34 villagers. I want to get to castle and see if I can't save myself. So I have, once I sell some wood, there we go. I have just enough to get to castle. Now, on the flip side, he only has 152, 162 food, and 100 gold. So he did all this investing in the military, so he has to get some benefit out of this military to really justify being this far behind getting the castle. He's even getting housed because he has this much military as well. And I'm just gonna fight it. I lose some villagers, I know, but I'm gonna fight it. I'm tired of being harassed. I want him to get off my back, and so here we go. I lose a couple villagers, but he's losing most of his military as well. I think I've actually saved that villager too. A couple more villagers over here lost to the archers, which is unfortunate. He has fletching, so I wish I'd actually built this tower a little bit further in between the gold and this wood line here. But the reason I did it here in this tower is because I didn't know if he was going to come forward with these archers, and if he did, I wanted to have this within the range of the TC so he couldn't sit underneath it as much. And so yeah, I lost a couple villagers, 2 villagers I think, 2 or 3 villagers, but at the end of the day, most of his military is down. He only has archers, and I'm on my way to castle 80% now, and he hasn't clicked up yet. So I kind of feel like, I get the feeling that he could tell that he was a better player, or has more skills, more experience, and because of that, he was almost, I don't want to say trolling, but more like just like playing like, haha, I'll play with you kind of thing. I don't know how to say that really, but you guys know what I mean. Not super concerned about winning right off the bat because he felt like he had this in the bag. But we're going to find out whether he has it in the bag or not. The villager count is 33 to 40. I am in castle. He is still in feudal, 42% of the way, but has more military. These archers are a pain in my butt. He has 15 military. I still just have 1 military. And I'm actually trying to come forward here because I want to do a castle drop on him. And I, unfortunately, lose a villager there. I'm going to have to pull some of these villagers back. Villager count's 34 to 4. Able to get these villagers over here. He doesn't know where they're at, so he stops there. He had to do a pause. I'm a nice person, so I wait. And the main thing really is denying me access to wood. I would like more wood. These archers swinging around this way. Thankfully, did not see these villagers going forward. And he's finally in castle. So once again, facing a Goth player in castle, I kind of expect him to go with something other than what he goes for. I kind of expect him to transition into Huskarls, or if he expects knights from me, I kind of expect him to do, halbs or pikes or something. But he gets the crossbow upgrade, which makes sense because he has so many archers to begin with, but it's just not what I expected from a Goth player. I lose 2 archers there, which is not fun at all. But these towers are actually coming in handy and keeping him off my back for the most part. And it is time for my little sneaky castle drop. Yeah. See if he can see anything. Okay, so if he's paying attention, he'll see it. I don't know if he's paying attention, though. He is looking forward, running around with these guys here. Oh, he is paying attention. Okay, so now he's going for a tower defense, which makes sense if you can get it up fast enough, but I don't think he's going to be able to get it up fast enough. He's actually bringing... Look like he might be bringing his military back, too. Gets the tower up first, but these are Polish villagers, and I think this castle is going to go up pretty easily. Yeah, didn't even lose a villager. So now I'm getting some villager kills, which I love. Going to take down this tower, and then the next is going to be this TC. I wish I was paying attention to get this villager. Okay, good. Beautiful. He's trying to micro these villagers away. Oh, man. That was close. And he decided, he made the right choice of not coming home, really, with the military. His military is not mobile, so it makes sense to keep it forward. But I'm adding a second TC here now. And meanwhile, his TC is ranged and is going to go down. He's going super heavy on the stone. This is really inefficient here. Villager count is 40 to 46 in his favor. And I have 0 military to his 15 military. Oh, I did get 1 military. Oh, wait, no, I didn't. Never mind. I'm hanging in there by the skin of my teeth. And here we go. He's getting a defensive castle up. I wish I had paid attention a little bit sooner. Maybe I could have started getting some hit points down on it. And I probably should have built my own siege workshop to pressure his TCs and that castle foundation. And look at this mess here. That's just terrible. Oh, come on, dude. You've been 1400 before. Like, that is just terrible. Anyway. Getting a 3rd TC up. Because I know that I'm under pressure here. And I don't have a lot of resources in the bank. So I want to try and just boom. And also the TCs really help protect me against the archers that he has. And we're going to get some kills here. If I garrison. Garrison. Come on. There we go. Yes. Getting several crossbow kills. He immediately puts him on stand ground. So aggravating. I hate playing against archer civs. Or, I mean, this isn't even an archer civ. I hate playing against crossbows. I'm just not good at defending against them. All my enemies are taking notes right now. They're like, oh, really? The villager count, though, is 45 to 48. He's got a second TC up over here. And is sending rams forward. Interesting choice to prioritize trying to get in the rams. I think the reason why he wanted to take this out is not because it was doing that much, honestly. But more so, he didn't want me to drop another one while being protected by this castle. Because that was my idea. I had 543 stone in the bank. I was definitely thinking about getting another castle up. Unfortunately, these super annoying crossbows are keeping me off of my stone here. And I can't range it right now. Villager count is 50 to 50, boy. We've caught up. We are sitting there feeling pretty good about ourselves, about catching up. score point. He's score lead. He still has the lead. Losing a couple of villagers there actually, and that's unfortunate. He's paying attention. I'm trying to take out these rams with Obuk, but they don't have any upgrades or anything, and these rams are hurting. And I don't really feel like investing in a university and murder holes right now. So I'm at the point where I'm like, you know what? Do I keep the castle up? Do I try and take him out with petards? Actually, probably would have been a better idea, honestly, hindsight now. But the Obush also do pretty well when they're not being shot by freaking castles, which was smart of him to put him in range of his castle. That was really smart. If he'd come over to the other side, it would have been better for me. And he's actually building an outpost. He wants to know what's going on here. He wants to see what's going on. I don't think he has any line of sight upgrades though. And getting a Mangonel out. Now, I think if I were him, I would have sent the Mangonel up here closer to his crossbows, so you're not shooting from a downhill position. You do more damage whenever you're on level or uphill. But he did not. Villager count is 57 to 50, with 7 being in his favor. So that's actually a pain in my butt. I had to get my own siege workshop as well to defend. And these villagers are running away. Now, I wish I'd come over and maybe build a town center on this stone here. However, I thought that I got away and I was free to go. And there's a freaking Huskarl that comes out. So meanwhile, I'm going to build a town center here. But he's scouting me out with this freaking Huskarl. Well, now he sees me. Oh, if I come to the other side, he wouldn't have seen it. And what a pain in my butt, because I only have 7 villagers here, and this Huskarl is just going to start killing my villagers. Oh, it's so sad. And now I'm being pressured by 3 Mangonels. Let's see if I can do something. Oh, well, 1 for 1. Could have been better. And now I've been told something. I haven't looked into it yet, but I've been told that you don't need 1 stone in the bank anymore to repair a TC, which I think, I guess if it doesn't take stone to repair, then you shouldn't need stone in the bank. But he's doing a really good job pressuring me with 3 Mangonels. The problem is he's shooting from a downhill slope, and his Mangonels are really close together, and let's go, boy. Come on. Oh, 1. 2. 3. 3 and kept my Mangonel alive. Oh. That was satisfying. That was extremely satisfying. And also, he has 27 idle villagers. What has he got so many idle villagers for? Oh, they stopped collecting the stone. You know, now that I'm watching this replay, maybe it wasn't as big of a skill difference as I thought. No, I still think he has the advantage, but his military numbers are down though. He's only got 12 military. That's a ballsy castle. That's a ballsy castle. Sending quite a few villagers forward though. We'll probably get it up. I only think the only military I have is this 1 Mangonel. Villager count is 64 to 72. 8 villager count lead for him. And I keep having to build more houses that are further back because he was destroying some of my forward stuff. And unfortunately for me, he has these freaking Huskarls, which are going to take out my Mangonel. Oh, so aggravating. They have so much pierce armor. 7 pierce armor right now, and they're not even fully upgraded. I'm going to take out this tower, and this castle will go up. Unfortunately, this TC is 98% of the way. It's a doubt TC. Oh, that's so aggravating. It's so sad that I lost that. Though he could have easily pressured that too. That was probably too ballsy of a TC for me. I should have gone further back here. And the Mangonels are coming out again. That tower goes down. And the castle goes up. And this castle is researching handcart. Our town center is researching handcart. Hopefully I can get it done before it goes down. I think I will. And I've actually had to buy a little bit of stone, I think, to get this castle up. So with having more villagers, I mean, it's only 7 more villagers, but I think that he could probably have swapped his economy more to wood and food. And he probably could have got to imp. As it is, yeah, he's got hardly any food in the bank, and he's still in castle. He really, I think he just wants to finish me off with castle age units, honestly. And he's doing a pretty good job. Thankfully, I had another Mangonel, took out that both those rams. And it's just these dang Huskarls that can run in here with impunity into my castle fire and take out my Mangonels. Oh, such a pain in my butt. And I'm going to try and repair this Mangonel if I remember correctly. Yeah, trying to repair this Mangonel, but it's just not enough. And these Huskarls, oh man. Hurts so good. Oh, did you see those villagers go down? Poor me. Poor me. And I'm getting hurt pretty bad. I mean, he's only got 11 villager lead, but he's got 22 military, and I have 0 military. This TC's about to go down. This TC's about to go down. And I've got one knight. I got Schlata. I think that's how you say it. I had a Polish friend tell me it was something like Schlata. I think of Sean Connery saying the word slaughter. Schlata. And things are not looking good, man. 70 to 86 villagers, and just He's got Mangonels everywhere. But I can produce pretty cheap knights. So now the question is, can I just stay alive long enough to get some more stables up and get some knights out? I have plenty of gold. I just need more food. Oh no, 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 run away, run away. You poor little villagers. Save yourself. You're running the wrong direction. Oh, they're gonna go down. Maybe I saved this one. I think I saved this one. Yes, the knights to the rescue. And the knights are great against Huskarls. I mean, Huskarls only have two regular armor. I actually think I saved that villager. Yeah, they only have 2 regular armor. But if he had made some halbs or pikes, excuse me, I think that would have hurt against my knights, because that's really what I'm going into, is just knights. And I'm going to try and take out these freaking Mangonels. Oh, whoo! Let's go, boy. Let's go. 1 Mangonel down. 2, 3, 4. All 4 Mangonels down. I don't even have any upgrades on these knights yet. Just trying to get some numbers up first. I actually did get this TC up finally. I don't think he noticed. Let's see. I don't think he can see that. No, no, he actually can see that. It's over there. And he sees a stable and some stone. I guess I was on here for a little while. And actually coming forward with a scout. I think a scout was a misclick, and some knights. And I'm going to start raiding this super vulnerable economy here. Like, this was extremely greedy on his end. I'm coming over here. Even built some Obush as well. Just trying to get any kind of military on the field to fight and keep him off my butt. But this was super greedy on his half. He's got 96 villagers to 67 villagers. But he's losing villagers that were sent forward. He thought he had this in the bag. And all these villagers are exposed. These villagers are idle. These villagers are exposed. He got a TC up over here. And he's having to send his military back just because of 1 knight and 1 scout, which are getting kill after kill after kill. And the KD is actually pretty even, 48 to 50. And I don't know why he didn't just drop 1,000,000 farms around his TCs here where they would have been safe. This, to me, screams, I've got this in the bag, and I don't have to worry about anything, and that's not going to be true. Because I'm going to start adding in some more stables, and we're going to start punishing him. We're going to punish his insolence. Actually snuck a TC over here as well, getting farms up, and I want the stone. I think I got both stone mining upgrades as well. But unfortunately for me, he is on his way to Imp now. 23% of the way to Imp. And yeah, I don't have anywhere near getting to Imp. I am getting more stables up though. I collected all this stone over here. Both those stone piles are gone. And I just don't understand why he committed to crossbows. If he committed to Huskarls and pikes, I think I'm done. Because the Huskarls can fight under the TCs and be perfect for raiding under castle fire, under TC fire, and the pikes will handle the knights. and this is one of the things I was talking about, the Huskarls. They can take out, especially an almost completely destroyed TC to begin with. Yeah, that's not looking good for me. I knew this was a ballsy TC and probably should not have done it. But, oh, what a pain. That TC's going to go down. Sending a knight forward, though. I'm going to try and get some kills. Actually, I had some man-at-arms over there. So that will go down pretty quickly. My knights do have upgrades, but I have armor upgrades now. And getting another castle out over here as well. And actually, look at the power of the Polish economy, because I actually have almost enough to get to Imp now. Excuse me. Unfortunately, for me, he already is an Imp. So now the question is, can I keep my 2 castles up long enough to try and pressure his 1 castle here? That is the question. Meanwhile, I'm losing villagers left and right. Oh, it's so sad. Yeah, so I have 71 villagers. He has 106. Despite losing a bunch of villagers that he did, he has 106 villagers. Thank goodness for this sneaky base over here. I'm 28% of the way up to Imp. And the first Treb comes out. Now, imagine if he had Trebs and Pikes. If you had Pikes, you could defend this Treb pretty well. I have 3 stables now. You can resign again. And he says, you can resign again. I don't get easily tilted, but that kind of tilted me a little bit. I'm going to have to admit, I said, no, you. And the funny thing is I was borderline on the fence thinking about resigning at this point. The fact that he was already an Imp and I was only, I'm only 66% of the way. I was like, I don't know, man. 7,000 score to less than 5,000 score. This is not looking good. I know he has the villager lead. He probably has more military than me. My castle's going down. I'm not an Imp yet. When he said, you can resign again, I was like, no, I don't think I will. Like Captain America sitting on the bench. I don't think I will. So, what do you do then? Well, I already have Schlata. So now, I have 4 stables. Let's get some of these super cheap Polish knights out. And let's try and snipe some Trebs. Because all he has is freaking crossbows. Ballsy, and I'm going to punish him for it. Here we go. He doesn't even have chemistry. Underneath castle fire. Coming in here, boy. 1 Treb goes down. And 2 Trebs go down. Another Treb comes out. Actually, if I'm paying attention, I could probably take that Treb out too. He's one-shotting my knights, unfortunately. So I won't take out that Treb, but it is about 50% of the way down. Actually, exactly 50% of the way down. And I'm an Imp now. I'm an Imp with 2 castles that I can produce Trebs out of. He only has 1 castle he can produce Trebs out. And I can still produce all these knights because they don't take that much gold. 60% cheaper gold. And oh, I wonder if he spots me, honestly. Let's see. No, he doesn't. He's scouting around, but he does not see my little base. Oh, that could be so bad. That could be absolutely devastating if he saw that little sneaky base over there. Because he's well aware of pretty much everything over here. Yeah. Yeah. So he thinks this is all I have. And here we go again. Take out another Treb and another Treb. 2 Trebs down. Still have quite a few alive. Getting the Cavalier upgrade queued up too. He rings the town bell. Villagers going down left and right. This castle's going to go down. If I can get... Oh, 31 hit points. Oh, man. If that Treb had stayed alive for 1 more hit, that would have been it. He's going to repair this castle now. These Huskarls are going to go down to 2 castle fire and a tower fire. But he keeps his castle alive just barely and actually cleans up these knights as well. What a crazy fight. Adding in some folkworks now, more farms, getting more knights out. Like I said, I have 4 stables. I got the first attack upgrade now. And these Obush as well. anything to help protect when my trebs come out. He's going to save this castle. Yeah. 31 hit points. He saves this castle. Getting another treb out too. Villager count 75 to 120. Despite all the villagers I've killed, he's got 122 now actually. 122 villagers. And it looks like he did get chemistry now. I have Cavalier though. I'm pretty happy about that. Cavalier with both castle age, armor and attack. Need to start getting the imp upgrades as well. Trebs coming back out again, doing some pretty good damage on this castle. And like I said, I can produce trebs out of both castles. Hopefully I am. Oh, I'm housed. That's what it is. I'm housed. Build some houses. Oh, and I'm trying to get a TC over here too. But I need houses. Houses. Oh, these Cavalier are doing so much better than the Knights were. He can still one-shot me. Almost one-shot me, though. This castle fire hurts, too. Oh, but fighting downhill. I don't know if that's a good idea. Fighting downhill, trying to run away. He should have just ran into his castle. Should have just hid in his castle, man. And hopped out on the other side. Getting a good surround on him. Fighting with the high ground as well. Is he going to put him in his town center? You could put him in your town center. Or put your villagers in the town center. He doesn't. I'm going to win this. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes. And this castle. This castle. Oh, he took out that town. That trib again. Send these Cavalier forward. I can take it down. It has 400 hit points. Does he see me? He does. They're just passing. They're just passing. He isn't attacking. He sees the farms, though. He could if he's paying attention. And holy moly, all these villagers. He had 122. I think in the statistics, I think he had 131 villagers at one point. So he's down 31 villagers. He says, this is the most boring game of my life. And I hit him with the 105. You can resign again. It felt so good to say that. He says, you want me to make spears? I said, sure. He says, no worth. No worth. He still has 19 more villagers than me. But I have 30 Cavalier. Well, there we go. He resigned. I have, I think, 28 or 32 Cavalier or something. Because I have a couple Trebs and Obuk and a Mangonel. But about 30 Cavalier. And they have some good upgrades. All these greedy farms and all this greedy eco goes down. And that was it. That felt so good. He actually did start making barracks over here and over here. So he was thinking about making spears, but the tide had turned against him. The tide had really turned against him because at this point, and look at all the resources he had in the bank too. I don't think he should have made more units. I had plenty of resources too though. And at this point, I was thinking, if I go into Winged Hussars and save these guys for fighting like Huskarls and sniping Trebs, I can flood the map with Winged Hussars. All these villagers, yeah, they're all exposed. And they get eaten up by Winged Hussars. So I do think, even if he had continued fighting, this game was going to be mine. But wow. Some serious pressure at the beginning. It was very frustrating. And when he added the 105, that's actually why I continued playing. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll catch you guys next time.